Hey, kids! Sorry, I don't know why I did Krusty the Clown there. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. I've been watching a lot of Simpsons lately. That has nothing to do with what we're doing today. As you can see, we have the Acclaimed on the screen, but we're going to be playing Wrestling Jeopardy. Some Tuesday night trivia here for you once again, as I am still trying to get a perfect score. I probably don't feel any less confident going into an episode as I do this one. I am not really an AEW fan. I don't watch frequently. If they have like something that a lot of people are talking about, I'll check out clips and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. So I don't feel great about this one. I will, however, be keeping track of my score on the board here, so if you would like to play against me, definitely feel free to do that. Before we begin, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We usually do this here on Tuesdays, so be feeling free. Wow, I can't even talk either. Hopefully I can think to join me here when we do these and play along. Do. But also make sure you give Wrestle Trivia a sub as well. Let's go AEW Wrestling Jeopardy.
Because everyone loves...
Can't argue, these are pretty fun, even though I do get frustrated trying to get a perfect score.
Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy, the ultimate interactive pro wrestling trivia challenge on YouTube, where you're the contestant. I am your host.
Indeed, I am.
Kevin J. Callis.
Yeah.
And I hope you're ready to test your AEW knowledge.
I'm
and see
ready
if
as I'm gonna be.
Can earn the title of Le Quiz Champion.
Release the hounds!
And celebrate your big dub with, of course,
I promise to leave my AEW
So let's go to the board now and check out the
slander
categories
to a minimum
you'll be
here.
quizzed on, starting with All Elite Women, followed by Name That Tag Team.
I'm cooked on that one.
Up next is Dynamite Debuts.
I am totally cooked
and
on the
then we
tag
have
team
elite
names.
finishers.
Probably finishers
And last
too.
but certainly
And
not
definitely
least,
Tony Khanisms, I think.
Khanisms, where I'm going to read a quote from the president
might
and
be the
CEO
worst
of AEW, and you're going to have to
episode
fill
yet
in the
for me.
blank. And with that, let's start the show with the 200-point jobber round.
The jobber
the
round.
easiest round in Wrestling Jeopardy.
Now, you say
should
that.
go 5 for 5 here, and if you don't, can you really call yourself a wrestling fan?
How dare
Jumping
you question my
into All
fandom,
Elite
Mr.
Women
Callis.
for 2. Beginning in the latter half of 2023, this wrestler adopted a new
Okay.
persona,
Yeah, I know this.
which saw her transition into the character of a demanding and paranoid golden age of Hollywood starlet.
It's like one of their few bright spots. Who is Tony Storm?
And the correct answer, who is timeless Tony Storm?
Oh, this is just beginning. We are just scratching the surface.
She does go a little
And that
too
brings
far, I
us
think,
to Name
sometimes,
That
but
Tag Team for 2. Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood are called what?
alright, this is the job around. He's wearing the shirt. It's FTR, bro. FTR.
Cash and Dax are just a couple of good old boys from Asheville,
I gotta admit,
North
I was pretty bummed
Kakalaki,
when
who go by the name of FTR.
they re-signed with AEW.
Top Guns, out.
Moving on to Dynamite Debuts for 2. Making his Dynamite debut in March of 2020 as the Exalted One, this wrestler would
Got it.
lead the Dark Order until his untimely passing later that
R.I.P.
year.
R.I.P. Brody Lee. R.I.P. That was so long ago now, his kid is tall.
Yeah. The correct answer, who was the late, great Brody Lee.
The Exalted One has arrived in All Elite Wrestling.
And we're on to Elite Finishers for
That
200.
group was pretty much
what AEW
done when
wrestler's
that
finishing
happened.
move is called the coffin drop?
Mr. Mount Everest himself. If it isn't Darby Allin.
And the correct answer we're looking for here, who is Darby Allin?
Oh my God!
And let's finish up the
Mr.
200-point
Deathwish,
round
really.
with Tony Khanisms. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, my safety, my security, my blank was in danger at a wrestling show.
What was his life? Oh, Tony
And this, of course,
Khan.
is in reference to the firing of one Phil Brooks, a.k.a. CM
I don't know
Punk,
why they ever
when
aired
Tony
that.
Khan feared for his life.
Tony
Never
made
in
himself
all that time
look like
have I
a
ever felt
total
until last Sunday that my
putty
security,
tat.
my safety, my life was in danger.
My
at a
life
wrestling
was
show.
in danger. Yeah.
We're moving back
Pretty,
to All Elite
laughable,
Women for
I gotta
400.
say.
Jade
All right,
Cargill
5 for
finished
5.
up her
Let's keep it
AEW
going.
career in 2023 with
Oh,
this
I have
many
no
wins
idea how many
and
wins.
only 2 losses.
I don't know. What is 72? I have no clue.
Now, before the storm that is Jade Cargill took her talents to the WWE, she finished her AEW
60.
career with a total of
Yeah,
60 wins.
never was gonna get that one.
What you saying? What you saying, huh?
I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry.
And we're on to name that tag team.
Gave that dude all that money and then
for
turned him into a joke.
Adam Cole and MJF are better known by this tag team name.
Better Than You, baby. The team names they come up
And
with
the
are so
answer,
stupid.
what is better than you, baby?
That's absurd.
And that
They had
brings
a
us to
decent
Dynamite
storyline
debuts
going, and
for
then they never
4.
really could finish
In July
it.
of 2020, this underdog indie stalwart made his Dynamite debut by accepting Cody Rhodes' TNT Championship Open Challenge.
Underdog indie stalwart, huh?
And if you had never seen Eddie Kingston live and in living
yeah.
color spit fire on the mic, he brought it that night. Great promo. The
You
correct
said
answer
underdog.
who is
I
Eddie
kind of started
Kingston.
thinking like Marco
My
Stunt.
time now.
And we're moving on to
Underdog indie
Elite
stalwart. That could have been like a
finishers
lot
for
of different guys.
What AEW superstar uses the Powerbomb Symphony for their finishing maneuver?
Who is Wardlow, I think? Another guy they
This
fumbled.
guy's been heated up, cooled down, all over the place.
Yeah.
The correct answer here, who is Mr. Mayhem Wardlow?
That was definitely...
Powerbomb Symphony.
He was
And
a
let's
fumble.
finish up the 400-point round with this.
I think he might be hurt
Tony
again. I'm
Khanism.
not even sure.
Today, I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of blank.
Ring of Honor? It's got to be Ring of Honor.
And the answer we're looking for, what is Ring of Honor?
Today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor. There's no shame. It's me.
All right, 10 questions down, 15 to go, plus the Daily Double is still on the board. But hey, if you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time,
Too
don't
wrong,
keep your
too
hands
wrong.
in your pockets. Make sure you hit
Two
that
wrongs through
subscribe
two
button and
rounds,
also the ringing
which
dingy
is
notification
actually
icon
kind of a little
bell,
bit better
so you get notified
than I
whenever
thought
we
I
come
was
out with a
going to
brand
do.
new episode of Wrestling Jeopardy.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Back to the game and all
$600
elite women
round.
for 600. This
$2,200
fan
total.
favorite won
Let me
the
know how you're doing in the
2023 Owen
comments.
Hart Foundation Women's Tournament.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know.
How can you not love her infectious, bubbly
Who is Willow
personality?
Nightingale?
The correct answer,
Wow.
who is Willow Nightingale?
Buzzer beater.
And that brings us to name that tag team for 6.
I'm taking it.
All right, there it is. The Daily Double for this episode. Name that tag team is the category. Start thinking about all the AEW tag teams that there have been and their
I'm not
names,
risking a lot, 'cause
and
I-
place your wager, and now.
I don't feel great about it. So I got 2,800. I'll risk 800 on this one.
All right, time is up. Let's go to the Daily Double clue. Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega also went by this tag team name.
The Alpha Omegas? I don't know.
Paying homage to their Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada heritage.
Yep, I didn't
The
know
correct
that one.
answer, who were the Golden Jets?
All right, we
Moving
only
on
lose the
to
800.
Dynamite
That's okay.
debuts for 600 in November of 2022. Jeff Jarrett
Whoops.
made his AEW Dynamite debut in this Mid-Atlantic City.
What is Charlotte?
And the correct answer,
Baltimore.
what is Charm City? That would be Baltimore, Maryland.
If you knew that one,
And that
commend
brings
you
us to
again.
Elite Finishers
Because
for 600.
Definitely would not have got
The elite
that.
finisher for this AEW wrestler is called Blackout.
Not anymore, he's not. Who is Malachi Black?
And that would be who?
Oh no,
is
Lance Archer. Wow, really? Yep,
And let's
no
close
idea.
out the 600-point round with this.
Boy,
Tony
this is
Khan
escalating quickly.
AEW's like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE's like the blank of pro wrestling.
Coca-Cola?
Never thought I'd see the day that I'd fit this name into a trivia question, but the correct answer here.
Wow, that's
is
right.
Harvey Weinstein.
AEW like the Pepsi of pro
What
wrestling.
an-
WWE's like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling.
What a nefarious freaking diss
And
that
we're just
was.
back to All Elite Women.
that's the kind of
for
stuff
800.
where
Britt
I don't feel
Baker
bad for him
received
when
her Doctor of Medicine
WWE
in
like runs
dentistry
against them
from
in the same
this
town. You
Pennsylvania
kind of brought
University
it on
School.
yourself. I don't have a frickin' clue what this is. What is Penn State? I don't know.
Yes, Britt got her Doctor of Medicine in Dentistry, her DMD, from the University of Pittsburgh.
That was going to be my
School of
second guess
Medicine.
because I
Of
knew
course,
she was
I'd
from
also accept the
Pittsburgh.
University of Pittsburgh. And that brings us to name that tag team for.
I'm already up to
800.
7 wrong.
Brody King and Malachi Black are also known by this tag team moniker.
Kings of the Black Throne.
Now, you possibly got fooled here. You could have said they were the House of Black. That would be incorrect. Because
Wow,
these two go by the
what a
name
pull.
of the Kings of the Black Throne.
That was
And moving
the
on
wildest
to
of guesses.
Dynamite debuts for 800. Jeff Hardy felt the need to perform this
I
dance
thought I had heard that
during
somewhere
his Dynamite
before.
debut before making his way to the ring to save his brother from a
yeah.
beatdown.
He calls that the juke, I think. I think that's what he calls his dance. Please tell me
Yes,
I'm right.
as his brother Matt was getting pummeled by the
Yeah, he decided
former
to
Hardy
dance.
family office, Jeff took it upon himself to perform the Dougie.
And his name is...
The
And we're on
Dougie?
to elite finishers.
That
for
is not
800.
called the Dougie.
Code Blue is the AEW finishing maneuver for this wrestler.
Who is Sky Blue? I guess I'm going to have to give myself a wrong
And that would
on
be
that.
the lovely and talented Who is Sky Blue.
Alright. I am
And
damn
let's
near
finish up
positive
the 800-point
that
round
Jeff Hardy
with
calls
this
that dance move
Tony
the
Khanism.
juke.
I'm blank. I'm not going to sit back and take this effing shite.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this shite. I think that's
Tony
it.
was ticked, but he was also very serious.
I don't remember.
And I'm not gonna get. I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back.
I don't remember the context of what that was.
And that brings us to the most difficult
We'll
round
take
in
it, though.
Wrestling Jeopardy, the 1,000-point round. The
All right,
steel
8
cage
wrong.
is
I still
lower.
very
The
highly
ominous
question
music
that
begins
Jeff
to
Hardy
play.
won.
Get your thinking caps on because these are going to be the 5
That was
toughest
not the Dougie.
AEW questions. So
Not
let's
that it
kick
matters
things
because
off
I've already
with
gotten
the
so many wrong
1,000-point
at this
clue
point, but I'm
from
up to
All Elite
4,400
Women.
for those
Once nicknamed
keeping
the
track.
Galaxy's greatest alien, Chris Statlander is this type of licensed therapist on planet Earth.
I don't know. What is a psychotherapist?
In
I
June
have
of
no clue.
2024, Statlander revealed on the AEW Unrestricted podcast that she sees herself as an unofficial member of the AEW medical team since she's able to help wrestlers recover
Massage
from injuries
therapist. Oh.
because she's a licensed massage therapist. And we're on
Okay.
to
That's
the tag
kind of
team
a
for
debatable
1,000. What was
medical
the name of
thing.
the tag team of Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky?
Wow. That sneeze is not the name of the tag team, but I also don't know that.
Having both experienced tag team success before becoming
So another
partners,
one wrong, and I'm
Page is
already up
part
to
of the
10.
North with
Or, well,
Josh
already. We're at the
Alexander
last
and Sky
round, but-
as part of SCU. In March of 2021, the
Men
duo
of the Year.
became known
Yeah.
as the Men of the Year. And let's move on to the final clue from
And didn't do
Dynamite
a lot,
debuts.
because not
the
really
Holiday Bash
memorable.
edition of Dynamite in December 2022 saw Swerve Strickland turn on Keith Lee and form a new stable called Mogul Affiliates alongside
Oh my
Parker
God, what was,
Boudreaux
I don't
and
remember
this
that other guy's name.
wrestler.
I can picture him, but I don't remember his name. It was another big
Having
tatted
spent
up
9
dude, I
years playing
think.
minor league baseball before switching to pro wrestling, Grandin Goatsman
Yeah.
made his debut as
Trench.
and
Yeah.
didn't compete in a single match during his entire tenure in AEW.
I can't
And that
remember
brings
what
us
is my
to the
worst
final
show, like
clue
how many wrong,
from
but
Elite
we're up to 11
Finishers.
now.
What AEW wrestler uses the finishing maneuver known as Deathly Hallows?
I got nothing. There could be so many different people.
Paying homage to the Harry Potter franchise, fans don't get to see Deathly Hallows too
Oh,
much
is it
these days,
Sabian?
largely because Kip Sabian has
He's
been
never even on
primarily
TV.
used as someone to put over other wrestlers throughout his time in AEW. And let's close out the
Oh
board
my God,
with
I'm almost
the
like,
1,000-point
can't wait for
clue
this episode to be
from Tony
over.
Khanisms.
This is painful.
He's the biggest part of Blank's success in the history of this company.
Part of... What? Biggest
Now,
part
back
of
when the
Blank's
relationship
success.
between CM Punk and Tony Khan was all
Mainstream
puppy dogs and
success?
ice cream, at the post-Double or Nothing media scrum in 2022, TK would fire off a spicy, profanity-laced speech about Punk's financial impact in AEW.
He's the biggest part of financial success in the history of this company. Let's f***ing go.
Go right
Not
into
enough of a
Final
financial
Jeopardy,
success
with this episode's category
for you
being
to make your
Cody
silly little
Rhodes
EVPs
is
act like
all
adults.
elite. AEW was a
Thus
pivotal
leading to
chapter in
Punk
the book
leaving
of
the
Cody
company
Rhodes.
and probably
He was
the
an
worst
important leader in the
decision,
company's
or
creation,
the worst thing to
and his
happen to
work
that company.
there firmly established him
Anyways,
as a main
13
event
wrong,
player
I have
in the world
4,400.
of professional wrestling. So think back, about Cody's career in AEW is about 3 years long, and place your wager now.
That's so wild to think. Only 3 years for him. Yeah, 4,400. I've got so many wrong, it doesn't
All right,
matter.
time's up.
So
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
to
wager
the
everything here.
Final Jeopardy clue. After defeating his brother in a bloody battle at the inaugural Double or Nothing pay-per-view in 2019, Cody cut an emotional promo asking Dustin to be his partner in a dream tag team match versus the Young Bucks at this event.
Oh man.
Good luck.
What was Damn, dude. Was it This is a wild guess. I'm gonna guess that it was Fight for the Fallen, but
After
I
defeating
don't
his
feel
brother
good
in
about
a
it.
bloody battle at the inaugural Double or Nothing
I also
pay-per-view
wanted
in
to say All
2019,
Out, but
Cody
I'm gonna
cut an
stick with
emotional
Fight for the
promo
Fallen,
asking
I
Dustin to be his
suppose.
partner in a dream tag team match versus the Young Bucks at this event. Now, I'll be honest, this promo didn't leave a dry eye in the house, as Cody went on to say to Dustin, "I don't need a partner.
Very,
I don't
very
need a
bright
friend.
spot
I need
for
my older
AEW,
brother."
that.
And that was basically Cody telling Dustin that he doesn't get to retire because he needed a partner to face the Young Bucks.
I'll take it.
At AEW
Wow.
Fight for the
I was just
Fallen.
trying to remember. The only reason I got that is because I was trying to remember what their next event was. And I don't know, for some reason I was able to pull that one out, but what a terrible episode for your boy. Final score, 8,800, thanks to the Final Jeopardy. But 13 wrong. I knew this was going to be a bad one for me. So we're just going to do that. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me fail once again. Fail miserably, especially on this one. But I'm going to keep giving it more shots because these are fun regardless. So hopefully you enjoy them. And like I said, that's all I got tonight. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.